this good thing going with your next performer, who is widely recognized as being instantly forgettable. Yeah, you forgot his name. I forgot his name. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. Mark Turcotte, everybody. Come on.
Holy shit, what a crowd, right? Sunday afternoon at the Asylum. Gotta love it. You guys having a good time? I tell you, I met a guy at a party last week, and during the handshake, he tried to crush my hand. I'm like, what the fuck's up with that? You know, I haven't experienced that alpha male shit since high school. You know, I've shaken a lot of hands in my adult life, and I can appreciate and reciprocate a good firm handshake, but some guys just take it too far. I thought it would alleviate some of the awkwardness if he would just explain himself as he was crushing my hand, right? Like, hey bud, sorry about your hand, but I'm really insecure. I never followed my dreams, and now I make pizza at Chuck E. Cheese's. I hope you're not intimidated that I wear a football jersey out in public. You never know when a game might break out. I had the number 69 sewn on, just in case I meet a woman. Some people will think we do that. Well, I think I've established myself as the dominant male, so I'll release you. Besides, it's been a couple of minutes since I called someone a homo. I'll smell you later. Yeah, thanks, Bruno. Don't choke on your protein shake, you fucking meat stick. Oh. So then I run into a friend of mine, Susan, who's trying to quit smoking. And she's surrounded by a group of people, and she's talking about her ordeal and what a tough time she's having. And they all have the same predictable, empty, meaningless replies, right? Oh, you can do it! We're all rooting for you! You're gonna feel so much better! Bullshit. She came to me for help. I looked at her right in the eye. I said, Sue, every time you smoke, God beats a puppy to death. With another puppy. 2 dead puppies, no murder weapon. Only God would think of that shit. So of course, she was horrified and ran away crying, but I know I helped her. I know I did. I overheard her talking to a friend about how she was successful in her bid to quit smoking. And her friend said, cold turkey? No, she said, dead puppy. Oh man, trying to stay healthy, you know, trying to stay in shape, trying to eat right, so I eat a lot of yogurt now. What a treat that is. I never know which one to buy. They have the fruit on the top, the fruit on the bottom, the fruit in the middle, the low fat, the no fat, the Greek, and that stuff that makes you shit every 3 minutes. I stay away from that one. I got stuff to do, right? I stick with the plain old vanilla. And opening yogurt is always an adventure. You can never get it right. This morning, I have my container of yogurt. I'm getting ready to open it, trying to be careful, because they all have that vacuum-sealed foil lid, right? So, I'm trying to be real careful, and as soon as I break the seal, vanilla yogurt explodes all over my face and neck. And for just a split second, I felt like Jenna Jameson. Nothing like that morning money shot. Better than coffee. Even my favorite Chinese restaurant is hopping on the healthy train now. They have a healthy menu where they eliminate or reduce the amount of MSG in the food. You know, the monosodium glutamate, that shit that makes your heart explode. They finally figured out it's bad for you. So I didn't know they had a healthy menu until I called the other day. And they answer the phone. Hello, take your order, please. Would you like an order from healthy menu? Or you like a river on edge? You know, I can say no to a lot of things, but not Chinese food. So I was curious. I'm like, what do you mean, river on edge? Well, we have a big pile of MSG. and we can shape it into whatever you like. You know, spare rib, crab rangoon, a broccherie. It's like, you know what? That sounds great. Throw a bunch of it in a bag and I'll be over in 20 minutes. Well, it's a straw night. Since you're like a river on edge, why don't you drive here with blindfold on? I'll make a bet with kitchen worker, see if you make it here arrive. Maybe I'll take a $5 off if you run a red light. I made it. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I will watch Dancing with the Stars. Love that show. Been watching it. Yeah, give it up, man. Dancing with the Stars. Been watching it for 4 years. Still can't tell a waltz from a foxtrot. But I know softcore porn when I see it. Oh yeah. I've seen less skin at the beach. It's the only time my wife and I will sit on the couch and I'm the one with the pillow on my lap. Of course, if you watch that kind of TV, you're bound to see commercials for Christian Mingle. Have you seen that? Internet dating for the holy and the horny. And that site is unlike other sites, where other sites give you a multitude of options. You know, of course, they have the opposite sex seeking each other. They have gay people seeking each other. They have bisexuals who will fuck anybody. And, you know, the list goes on all the way down to, you know, people seeking one-armed hermaphrodite midgets with power tools and farm animals. Whatever you're into, is all I'm saying. Christian Mingle, 3 choices. Men seeking women, women seeking men, and men and women seeking eternal damnation. You know, a lot of people think a woman that signs up for this site will be a little timid and reserved. Not me. This woman believes there's a man standing in the clouds, looking over everyone, making sure they obey his 10 rules. This woman believes a man walked on water. She believes a man parted the Red Sea. This woman has an imagination just waiting to be exploited. And I think men can use that to their advantage. Honey, I talked to God last night. You did? Yeah. He wants your friend Lisa to come over. But we were going to have intercourse. Oh, we are. But God wants Lisa there too. So why don't you give her a call and I'll turn this water into wine. Sounds like a fun evening. Over 1,600 NFL players from the National Football League are suing the league, claiming they didn't know the dangers of concussions. The league did not tell them the dangers of using your head as a battering ram for 14 years. Might have a couple side effects, you know. Of course, that never comes into question while they're cashing $1 million checks and dating supermodels and receiving preferential treatment, you know? God forbid these guys ever become firemen. They'll run out of a burning building. Holy shit, nobody told me this stuff was hot! I'll be in the truck with the AC on. God forbid they ever become policemen. Holy shit, these bullets hurt! Nobody told me that. I'll be doing paperwork down at the precinct. You guys have a good time out on the streets. Whew. I'll leave you with some thoughts on my dad. I play a game with my dad called Countdown to Destruction. Although Dad doesn't know we're playing. It's where I will bring up any topic and see how long it takes for him to say something negative about it. Lately, it hasn't been much of a game. Dad, I was thinking about taking the kids to the Red Sox game. You know, I don't know why you bother. They haven't done shit since they sold Babe Ruth to the Yankees. And he'd always end his thought with a punctual sniff, like he's getting high on his own self-righteousness, right? Sure, they've won a couple of World Series recently, but that's because they're all hopped up on steroids and crack and Vicodin and crystal meth. Wow. Dad, I was thinking about hanging up some bird feeders in the backyard. Well, you know the damn crows are gonna come eat all the seed, and that's gonna leave nothing for the cardinals and the chickadees. They're probably gonna starve to death. You want that on your conscience? Bird killer? Wow. Dad, I was thinking of putting a new roof on the house, and I was wondering if you could recommend any contractors. Well, you know, if these damn Democrats would get their heads out of their asses, we could stop outsourcing all our jobs and this country could get back to work. But no! Everybody's too busy with their iPod pads and their computer phones. I remember when I didn't have to work 3 hours to buy a damn gallon of gas. It takes me 20 minutes to find the hardware department at Walmart. And I can't change lanes because the guy in front of me is driving an SUV taking up the whole damn road. Of course, I wouldn't have to be out driving if they just built everything closer to my house. Dad, that doesn't make any sense. Just a minute! Thank you. Love you.
Keep it going. Oh, Turcotte, everybody. Oh my God. You know what else gets into bird feeders? The soulless squirrels, exactly. Yeah.